I am a different person now. I try to explain that to people, but they just don't seem to understand.
I think they really want to understand. It's just that they want their old Jason back, and your friends aren't the sit back and wait types.
You met Carly. All my relationships, they're just one-sided. Everyone has these lifetimes of memories and feelings, and I just don't share them. Like this story you're telling me, it's beautiful. But it's not a memory to me, it's a story.
Then I guess you're back where you started. Boy with no past. Except the difference is now that I have a future. And that's all because of you. I was really lucky. Despite the stigma that was attached to HIV and AIDS at the time, I was really supported by my family. I was loved by the community.
Not too many people would consider themselves lucky. You're pretty amazing.
Well, I guess that's me, Lucky Robin, always trying to make the best of things. But that was part of the pressure, having to be positive and cheerful and happy all the time. But with you, it wasn't like that. I could tell you how I really felt. I could tell you about the struggle, the good and the bad days.
The way you talk about how I used to be, it's so different from everybody else.
I couldn't have gotten through that time without you.
I really wish I could remember that. But I would love to hear about it if you don't mind.
I was offered what they called the cocktail. It was the drug at the time, and you had to take up to 30 pills a day. I wasn't sure if I was ready to make that kind of commitment. You could not miss a day or a dose. Why put all that work in if there was actually no guarantee that any of it would work? That was really just an excuse. I had already made peace with dying. And I was afraid to hope that I could have a future. So I talked to you about it. And I told you that I didn't know what I wanted to do, and you said that you would support me no matter what. And that if I wanted to refuse the cocktail, I had every right to do so.
It is your life.
And then I asked you what you wanted, and you said that you wanted me to live. And that my life was important, and that I had to fight for that. I was able to realize that it was possible for me to have a future. And so everything that I've done since then, becoming a doctor, becoming a wife, becoming Emma's mother, none of that would have happened if you didn't help me to make that decision.